Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Lorie. Welcome back. So it's been a little bit since I've done a video, and I'm sorry. Y'all, we have been so sick at our house. It has been ridiculous. And it started before Thanksgiving, I guess. It's just one person right after the other has been sick. And if you follow me on social media at all, you know I'm just getting over the flu. I'm still kind of getting over all the junk and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just been crazy. But I have had some people several of you guys have messaged me and been like, Lorie, where are you? How's it going? Are you doing okay? Are you going to make another video? And I just wanted to say thank you, first of all, for even thinking of me. But I really appreciate it. It really, really does mean a lot to me that you even notice that I haven't been posting videos. So I wanted to share with you guys something that it's not like a Bible study or anything, but I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my word of the year, okay, for 2018. I was super excited about it. Okay. My word was joy. And I want to read to you this verse. This is what I was actually pulling from. And it's from the NIV, and it's Psalm 51, verse 12. And it says this: "Restore to me the joy of your salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me." So one thing that I really dealt with in 2017 was I just dealt with a lot of, you probably saw one of the videos that I did about being in a spiritual funk. After we moved to Mississippi from Tennessee, I just felt like I was in I don't know how long it lasted, but I was in a spiritual funk for probably months. And it was just this ongoing feeling of discouragement. And I just dealt with some depression, and I deal with that from time to time, I'm a person, we all go through stuff, just different seasons of life. And so I've dealt with that a lot, and I've been trying to kind of and being really prayerful about it. Okay, Lord, I want to do what you've called me to do. I want to be who you've called me to be. That's what we talk about here, right? Be who you're called to be. I want to use social media to share the gospel. I want to use social media to just talk about the Lord and talk about life and talk about how hard things are sometimes. Just the reality of how difficult life can be, and how, things for Christians are not perfect any more than they are for non-Christians. They don't suddenly become perfect just because you become a Christian. You still have real life stuff that happens, and it's hard. And I wanted to be able to have a place where I could talk about those things, and hopefully I could encourage others who are out there who are going through those things as well and experiencing those things. And so I love that I can do that, and I have the opportunity to do that. But on the other end, there is that discouragement of just is anybody even noticing? Is anybody even being encouraged? Is anybody even being inspired? And I know I've shared this with you before, but I've shared this with you probably several times, but the truth is it is a constant on my mind. It has been in the year 2017. And so what I was thinking about when I thought about the word joy, it was, I don't want to be overwhelmed with all of the, I know that God has given me gifts, and he's given me talents, and he's given me passions. It's something that I talk about a lot. And that he's given you guys gifts and passions and talents as well. However, I think that it's important not to become overwhelmed by them and burdened by them. I have to do this. I have to do X amount of videos, each week, or I have to, post X amount of posts on Instagram or on Facebook, or, lead 5 Bible studies or whatever. And honestly, I love doing that stuff. I love it. I really do enjoy doing it, but I also can burden myself with it as well. God doesn't give us something just to burden us, right? He doesn't give us something just to be heavy in a crippling sense. And so in the year 2018, I really wanted to just focus on joy and on being content in wherever I am, whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever circumstances I'm going through. I wanted to be content, and I wanted to be joyful. And I didn't want to be so burdened inwardly, if that makes sense, and so heavy inwardly to the point where I'm actually discouraged and not doing what God has called me to do, if that makes sense. I just want to be more mindful and really take time to really consider the simplicity of what he's done for me, what he's done for us, right? Like restore to me the joy of your salvation. Like, to me, that is what it's all about, is the salvation that comes through Jesus Christ. And I want to be more mindful of that at the end of the day is what it's all about. That should be where my joy comes from. And so maybe you have been burdened and had a really heavy heart and you've been overwhelmed. Maybe that was you in 2017 too. And maybe you just need a little more simplicity as well. I don't know what it is that you've been going through, but if that's you at all and you can identify with me, I just want to encourage you also to make that your prayer, that the Lord would restore to you the joy of salvation, of the salvation that he has given you. And I love where it says, grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. And like that's huge, right? A willing spirit to sustain me, to keep me, right? To keep me going. And it's hard to keep going when we're just feeling totally defeated. And so if that has been you in 2017 and you've experienced that, maybe it hasn't been in like all the situations around me. Maybe it's just been inwardly. You've had an inward sort of feeling of defeat and heaviness and of a burden. I want to encourage you to let that go. Join me in that, we're going to let it go, right? And we are going to just focus on the simplicity of the gospel. And we're just going to accept the joy that he has given us and being content in his goodness and his love and his faithfulness, and just kind of let the rest go, and that is hard. It really is hard. And it may even be a day by day decision to do it, but that is something that I am really focusing on doing in this new year and in 2018. And so I just wanted to invite you to join me in that as well. And I have another video I'm going to make for you, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my 2018 word of joy and how that has kind of affected me in the next video. So anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you have a word for the year 2018? And how has this resonated with you guys, kind of what I've been talking about in my own life, my own experiences in 2017 and kind of moving into 2018 with joy? I'd love to hear from you guys. You can comment down below, and I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button so that you can stay updated on brand new videos. And I will see you guys again soon. Talk to you later. Bye.